Let me begin by a brief roundup on the foreign policy front. Terrorist attacks in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa last week have left the entire nation in deep mourning. We offer sincerest condolences to the bereaved families and pray for the speedy recovery of those injured. We are thankful to the brotherly and friendly countries for condemning these attacks and offering condolences to the Pakistani nation. The Pakistan nation stands resolute in the face of such criminal acts and is committed to ensure the holding of free and fair elections for smooth political transition. On Jammu and Kashmir, it appears as if the long shadows of pain and suffering have engulfed Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir, unleashed by those in power in India. Last week, Indian occupation forces killed 3 innocent civilians, including Mr. Khalid Ghaffar Malik, 20 years old, teenagers Andalib Jan, Irshad Ahmed Lone, and Sher and Tehergam districts. Over 1,000 Kashmiri youth came out on the streets to protest the brutal killing of Khalid Malik. Several protest demonstrations were held in Government Degree College, Kupara. Indian occupation authorities have asked Kashmir cable operators to immediately shut private satellite channels in the valley in a bid to stifle electronic media coverage of the Indian atrocities. The Kashmiri struggle for self-determination cannot be turned off by these nefarious tactics of India and its infamous occupation forces. We also strongly condemn the summoning of Kashmiri journalist Aqib Javed Hakim to New Delhi by NIA, National Investigation Agency, for questioning. Hakim is not the only Kashmiri journalist to be intimidated by NIA. Another freelance photojournalist, Kamran Yusuf, has been detained without charges by NIA. Since September 2017, the global media organizations, namely International Federation of Journalists and Committee to Protect Journalists, denounced the harassment of Aqib Hakim. We have yet to recover from the tragic assassination of veteran journalist Shujaat Bukhari. Such acts against journalists are not a good omen. We also condemn the 30-day judicial remand of Miss Asia Andarabi and her 2 associates at the notorious Tihar jail in a fake case framed against them by NIA. The conscience of the international community needs to be shaken to condemn India's brutal human rights violations in the strongest possible terms and urge India to immediately halt the bloodshed and allow an early plebiscite in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir. We all know that OHCHR report on Kashmir, the Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights, has greatly upset the Indian efforts to project that all is well in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir, as it is the first report of its kind that acknowledges and documents India's widest human rights violations in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Now the UN Secretary General has also endorsed the report, which is another blow to India's farcical constructs about Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Moreover, Indian attempts to call this report a motivated and ill-intended piece of work has been vociferously denied by the United Nations. हम नहीं कह रहे, अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा कह रहा. The UN calls India's allegations without proper examining of the report deeply disappointing. India has failed to address the very serious concerns raised by OHCHR report on grave human rights violations in Indian occupied Jammu and Kashmir. 25 दिसंबर को हमने उसकी वालदा और वाइफ का विज़िट करवाया, और विज़िट भी आपके नोटिस में है, महकमा खारजा में कराया गया, क्योंकि हमारे पास छुपाने को कुछ नहीं था, तो हमने उसको बड़ा ट्रांसपेरेंट तरीके से उनके मीडिया को भी बोला कि आप आ जाएं और आकर यहाँ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस उनको कहा कर लें, उसमें आप भी बैठ जाएंगे, उनका मीडिया भी बैठ जाएगा, दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा। उन्होंने कहा कि हम ये नहीं करेंगे, तो ये नहीं हो सका। हमने उनकी प्रॉपर विजिट हुआ, चला गया, उसके बाद जो हुआ वो हिस्ट्री है। ये जो मुबारक साहब वाला सवाल है, इसकी मीडिया रिपोर्ट्स मैंने देखी, बलूचिस्तान ऑफिस। However, Indian interference in Pakistan is an established fact. ये जो कमांडर यादव में भी मैंने अर्ज किया आपको। Indian statements threatening the territorial integrity of Pakistan are on record, indicating their hegemonic designs. Inauguration of such an office is only reflective of India's nefarious designs against Pakistan. The case of Commander Yadav is evidence of Indian terrorism and espionage. Pakistan has shared evidence of Indian interference with the United Nations and the international community. Indian actions are against interstate norms and international law and threaten regional peace and tranquility. Pakistan is fully equipped to defend itself against such designs. India needs to act as a responsible member of the international community and desist from such actions. That's such.
Thank you, sir. I have a few questions regarding the Ulama conference on Afghanistan that concluded last week in Kabul. What are the salient features of the Makkah Declaration that the government of Pakistan has voted down? Secondly, the declaration indirectly advises Taliban from steering away from dogmatism, fanaticism and sectarianism, and even terms these terrorist attacks as un-Islamic in Afghanistan. Do you think that declaring Taliban as and other terrorist groups in Afghanistan as un-Islamic is a major takeaway of the Ulama conference that was held in Makkah? And third question related to this is Taliban have rejected this Makkah declaration and replied that peace cannot prevail in Afghanistan until the occupying forces leave. In your opinion, what are the prospects of peace in Afghanistan after all this development?
Janab.
Thank you, sir. So, mostly my question is also related to Afghanistan. Sir, according to latest figures released by UN AMA, the number of civilians killed in Afghanistan hit a high record in the first of conflict this year. This is despite many regional and international efforts for peace of reconciliation in Afghanistan. So, your comment, please.
बस जी, अफगानिस्तान पहला सवाल जी इसी पे जी प्लीज़। नहीं, इस पे है तो बता दो, नहीं सेपरेट करेंगे। ये जो प्राय साहब, इसकी उलमा कॉन्फ्रेंस का जो मक्का डिक्लेरेशन है, स्टेटमेंट ऑनलाइन मौजूद है, तो वो तफसील आप देख सकते हैं। जो दूसरा पार्ट है कि तालिबान वाला मामला जो है, द डिक्लेरेशन डज नॉट डिक्लेयर एनीवन एज टेररिस्ट, किसी को भी नहीं। It rather focuses upon condemnation of terrorism, dahshatgardi, and killings of Muslims, declaring this haram as per the holy scriptures. It calls on the Muslim states to play their due role for peace in Afghanistan. It also persuades all parties involved in the conflict to abide by Allah's injunctions to end the conflict and resort to reconciliation among brothers. तो तीसरा सवाल आपका था, I cannot comment on Taliban's response to the declaration of OIC, Ulama's conference. However, I would like to highlight our stance on terrorism and suicide bombings. You are aware that 1829 highly revered Ulama of Pakistan issued a fatwa against terrorism and suicide bombings. We believe no justification, whether religious, political or ideological, can justify terrorism and killings of innocent civilians. As far as the peace prospects are concerned, it is important to carefully handle such platforms to ensure that they would help facilitate and encourage the parties to the conflict to renounce violence and engage in a peace process. Saad Umar Sahab wali jo baat thi ji, our position on the futility of the kinetic approach in Afghanistan is clear. We have been consistently saying that the pursuit of a military-led approach in the past 17 years has failed, and it has only added to the sufferings and miseries of the Afghan people. In our view, the afflictions and agony of Afghan people can only be addressed through a major shift in policy and renouncing violence by all sides and pursuing political settlement to the conflict. Ji Rashtra.
NATO Secretary General ने कहा है अपने एक स्टेटमेंट में कि NATO forces will maintain their presence in Afghanistan till 2024 तक और to help Afghan forces financially. तो अभी आप कैसे देखते हैं कि इस सिनेरियो में जबकि NATO को खुद बड़े सीवियर फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस का सामना है, इस स्टेटमेंट के बाद आप कैसे कमेंट करेंगे इस पे? थैंक यू.
इसी पे जी मतीन साहब? नहीं, इसी पे जी नहीं. अच्छा. Without commenting on the NATO statement, I would like to draw your attention to the statements emanating from Afghan and the US sides about making the timeline of withdrawal of foreign forces from Afghanistan a part of the overall agenda of peace talks with the Taliban. We believe flexibility, overstated positions on either side would facilitate kick-starting a peace process in Afghanistan. In this regard, we would also keep in mind the earlier statements of President Ashraf Ghani about the vitality of continued foreign support for sustenance of Afghanistan. Ji Mateen sir.
Thank you, Mr. Spokesman. One, India is invested in arms and missile base in South Asia, and recently it has launched supersonic missile BrahMos joint venture with Russia. Do you think it will destabilize peace and security in South Asia? And what are the Pakistan's preparations to maintain definitely its deterrence? Number one, and number two, recently this week, Foreign Office held a wise conference and nothing was shared with the media. So, do you think it is the mandate of the caretaker government to hold a wise conference and give them any directions or any future plan of action? If it was held, what was the agenda? What directions were given to the invoice? It held in what context? Thank you.
जी पहला सवाल जो है, we have repeatedly reiterated the need for restraint and responsibility and the avoidance of an arms race in South Asia. The increasing build-up of nuclear and conventional forces by India is undermining strategic stability in the region. In the case of BrahMos, the joint development of the missile system raises questions about conformity with the MTCR guidelines and the MTCR non-proliferation objectives to which India professes adherence. Pakistan is prepared and is ready to defend its border in case of any threat. Regarding the envoys conference, routine में होती रहती हैं जी envoys conferences consultation के लिए और मामला आगे चलता रहता है. Anas.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, in your opening statement, you referred to the General Staff visit. I just wanted to know that since Professor Yadav was operating out of Iran initially, so has Iran shared any such information and was this taken up during this situation? Number one. Number two, sir, according to international media reports, India has seen 25 cases of missing or stolen radioactive material in the past decade, attributed to theft and other mysterious circumstances. So what are your comments on this? Thank you.
जी ईरान के विजिट पे हमने प्रेस रिलीज कर दी है और कुलभूषण यादव पे भी जो कहना है वो मैं कह चुका हूँ. रिगार्डिंग दी थेफ्ट, ये पहले भी हमने जिक्र किया. दीज रिपोर्ट्स आर ए मैटर ऑफ सीरियस कंसर्न जी, since they could have implications for global nuclear security. In the latest incident, if the material involved was indeed uranium, then it points to the existence of criminal networks dealing in nuclear materials and also raises questions about the market for such materials and possible motivations of the recipients. Against the backdrop of rising Hindutva-inspired nationalist extremism, there is a need for the relevant authorities to adopt strict nuclear security measures to prevent such occurrences at every cost. We expect the international community to be alive to the situation and not sidestep nuclear security concerns for political considerations or commercial interests. Janab.
न्यू यॉर्क टाइम्स की रिपोर्ट है जिसमें क्लेम किया गया है कोटिंग अफगान ऑफिशियल्स
आप आइडेंटिफाई कर देंगे अपने आप?
मोहम्मद जलील वॉइस ऑफ अमेरिका से।
जनाब।
न्यू यॉर्क टाइम्स की रिपोर्ट में क्लेमिंग अफगान ऑफिशियल्स एंड तालिबान स्पोक्सपर्सन और उनको कोट करके कहा गया है कि तालिबान हैज ऑर्डर्ड द इंसर्जेंट्स टू स्टॉप जो सुसाइड अटैक्स हैं शहरों में रोकने का कहा गया है। और दोनों न्यू यॉर्क टाइम्स की रिपोर्ट जो है ये कह रही है कि जो रिसेंट जंगबंदी के बाद हमलों में कमी आई है तालिबान की तरफ से शहरी इलाकों में वो भी इस चीज़ की आगाज़ करते हैं। तो अगर आप सर उर्दू में कमेंट्स प्लीज आई विल अप्रिशिएट।
मेरे पास तो ऐसी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है जी। सीज फायर हुआ था काबुल ईद के दिनों की जो बात है, उसके बाद हमारे पास ऐसी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं। मैं चेक कर लूँगा, अगर होगी तो आपको आइंदा इत्तला कर देंगे।